Hey, what's going on? Alton RL, your favorite side hustle guy here. Today, I want to talk to you about a really good side hustle. I'm excited to tell you about this side hustle. I love side hustles that there's low barrier to entry and almost anybody can do. So if you've got the cell phone, most of you are probably watching this video on your cell phone. That's the first hurdle. All you need is a cell phone. You can do this right out of your car. But I want to talk to you about being a field inspector. That's right, field inspector. Maybe you haven't heard of it. Maybe you have. We're going to talk about this side hustle, real lucrative. It's not the type of side hustle that's going to make you super rich. I want to throw that out there. This is not one of the side hustles that you're going to generate $1 million a year, but you will make generous, decent money if you're looking to pay your rent, if you're looking to supplement a 9 to 5. This is perfect. This is perfect. So look, take a moment, follow me, come along the journey. This is a video series that I'm doing. I'm going to do 21 straight days of content, giving you side hustles, researching it, and helping you meet your financial goals. So come along on the journey. All right, but let's get into this. Right, first, I want to start off by saying telling you what a field inspector is. Okay, so as a field inspector, you go out. You're hired as an independent contractor. You go out and you inspect physical property. Right, it can be this can be vehicles for insurance companies, right? They rely on field inspectors to go out and do an inspection. Maybe this is for an auction house, right? They're selling their car. A lot of this stuff that you're going to see is going to be for actual property, right? Real estate property. So this is for outside lenders that are out of state. I'm here in the state of Georgia, and let's just say there's a lender that's based out of Massachusetts, right? So that company says, hey, we're looking at buying this property or selling this property, or it's a foreclosure, and we need pictures of the interior, the exterior, the front, the back. So what do? They outsource that stuff to independent contractors. So they contract with individuals like yourself that have a cell phone, have a car, and they say, hey, we've got these cases for you. We need you to take X amount of pictures. So you go out, and of course they compensate you for doing that, right? And again, this is houses. This is cars. You've seen different types of property, signage. I've even seen where there's certain contracts where they say, hey, we're the lighting company for a major bank. We need you to go take pictures of all of the signs so that we can make sure that they're operational. And we'll pay you $25 per sign, and here's 7 of them, right? So anything that can be inspected remotely, you'll run into those sort of opportunities doing this as a field inspector. So I want to talk about criteria. Let's talk about what do you have to do it, right? Who can do it? So from what I can see, you just need to be 18 years of age with all these companies to get set up. You got to be at least 18 years of age. I mentioned you got to have a cell phone, right? You don't have to have a fancy camera to do it. You could do it with your cell phone. So you'll go out and take these pictures, and you could do it with your cell phone. In fact, a lot of these companies, once they get you onboarded, they have apps. They have an internal app that they give you access to, and you upload those pictures straight from your phone. So you need a phone. Some other things you might need, there's like a vest, right? Because you might have to have some sort of something that makes you look professional. Because a lot of times you go out on these gigs, and if you've just got street clothes on, you can look a little sketchy. So, if you invest in a vest, it makes you look at least like you're there and you have some sort of business there. So that's one of the things you can get. Other things you can get is tape measure. Sometimes they may have you measure out things. They may say, hey, measure the front kind of for reference, measure that. But really not a lot of supplies to get started. Like I said, if you're 18 years of age, you got a phone, that's really all you need. Income. Talk about income real quick. How much can you expect to make? How much can you expect to make when you go out and do these? So based on what I've seen, you make anywhere from $8 to, $175, per opportunity that's out there. So you can see this can get very lucrative. Now on the low end, you're saying, gosh, $8 per gig. How can I live off of that? Well, a lot of times what you'll see is it'll be $8, but it might be, let's just say, for an apartment complex. So they'll give you 12 actual individual properties to go take a look at. So you do the math, and you can see that can kind of add up very quickly. So that's what you can kind of expect. I know that's sort of vague, but I think realistically, as a newbie, you could make anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, $3,000 per month doing this. And of course, top percentile, field inspectors will make well more than that. But I think it's good to expect that a newbie is going to make, at least $1,000 to $2,000 doing this, which is great money. Again, if you're supplementing a 9 to 5, this can be a great opportunity. So I want to look at a couple places where you can go. I want to give you 5 places. Okay. So I'll drop these in the description, but I'll kind of share my screen and we'll look at some of the places that you actually go to that give you these jobs. Okay. So I want to share those with you. Let's see here. So I'll share my screen. The first one I want to share with you is IVUEIT. IVUEIT is a really good company. So you kind of see there. Let's see. So here you go. Become a viewer. So you click there. That's going to take you, kind of go over the criteria. Then you can kind of see accept a view, snap photos. That's simple. Get set up with them and you'll be good to go. IVUEIT. So let's look at the second one. Velocity, REOS. Now you can tell by the name that they probably do a lot of real estate. So with these, you're going to be going out on site, taking photos of real estate properties. Again, a lot of them are going to be foreclosures, companies, these banks that have these foreclosures on their records. They're out of state. They need you to go take photos because, they're going to sell those at auction or whatever it might be. So that's another good one. Proxy Pics, you see there, photos on demand. They've got you just kind of poke around there, request photos, take photos. There you go. Click that. Well, it doesn't take me there. You have to be set up. But that's another one. Take that one. Again, I'll have these in the description if you want to check these out. Here's another one. This one is photoinspection.com. Photoinspection.com. You can see here it says inspectors. Kind of gives you an overview of what they got there. Then the last one I want to show you is S2 inspections. So again, you can see there they've got a section for inspector opportunities. So obviously you click that and get set up. All right. So again, those are 5 places that you can kind of get set up with. But again, I rate this one high on the side hustle scale. I give this a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 on the side hustle scale. Because it's easy to get involved in. This is super easy to get set up with. The money is good, low barrier to entry, not a lot of upfront expenses. So I rate this really high on the side hustle scale. So check it out. All right, I'm Alton Arrell, your favorite side hustle guy. This has been another video. Hopefully you got something out of this. If you got something out of it, follow, subscribe, drop a comment if you've got additional questions. But again, stay tuned. This is, I think, video 3 of my 21-day straight content commitment, okay? I'm going to really commit to YouTube and drop some content daily. So come along on the journey, and we'll see you next time. All right.